live.
We are live. What's going on, everybody? Real quick, as an intro, me and Ryan, we're on our way home from Florida. About 85 miles south of Macon, Georgia right now. Still got several hours before we get home. And we just want to do a Q&A. We're kind of bored, kind of need to stay awake. But you guys ask up, Ryan will read them, we'll answer them, do as many as we can. Do this for about 30 minutes or so, or until the Wi-Fi runs out. So I'll say that one more time here in just a minute. Let people go ahead and get on. So how's everybody doing? And did you get to go fishing today?
We got to fish today. And it was windy.
Oh my goodness, you guys are going to love this video that we're going to be working on editing tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be able to get it up tomorrow. If not, there'll be something. But like I said, we're on our way home from Florida. For you guys who are just jumping on. We were at BMville. We fished with Mike Iaconelli, Chad Hoover, and Randy Howell and his family today. Actually fished with Mike yesterday. Mike left this morning. They're all heading down to Okeechobee to fish the elite event. But anyway, so we stayed and we fished today in gale force winds and got blown around and had a good day. Caught some good fish. You guys will see that in the video. But we're going to do a Q&A. Ryan's going to read the questions and we're just going to talk about it. First of all, thanks for joining us. If you've never subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down at the bottom. Hit that little bell next to it so you get a ding on your phone when we upload a video. Our goal is a video every other day for right now. So go for it. Ask some questions and we'll talk.
And happy birthday to the guys posting about their birthday fishing today.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Hair jigs for bass. Definitely more of a smallmouth than spotted thing.
Yeah.
But definitely underrated for largemouth as well.
Yeah, you're a hair jig guy.
Yeah, I tie a lot of hair jigs. I'll put a lot of marabou and put them inside, and then I'll tie some rubber skirt on the outside. So
yeah,
hair jigs, yeah, pretty good, and clean bottom, stuff like that. So let's see. What pound braid on a spinning reel?
20 is the most I'll do. I like 15. So, and I've done as low as what? I've done 6 or 4 or
Really?
some stupid number.
I think 10 is the lowest I've gone.
It was so light, you threw it and the wind would just blow it up in the air. It was the coolest thing, but no, I wouldn't recommend that.
Weight on the hair jig, just whatever weight for the bottom, man. Whatever gets you down there and keeps you down there. You don't want it kicking up off the bottom. So,
yeah.
Someone asked about a Mojo rig. Whoever's asking about the Mojo rig in the grass, I can't find your comment. Post that one more time. I think someone asked about Mojo rig fishing in the grass for pre-spawn bass.
Oh, why not? I mean, it's just a way of presenting a bait on top of the grass and through the grass. So, yeah, I'd probably use something more like a small baby lizard or something like that. Something a little bit more action to it.
I'm not seeing the comment. We'll see if.
Yeah. There goes my data plan.
Yeah, that's funny. Chad did not catch the big one today. It was actually. Flukemastr was on fire today, man. Gene was freaking killing it.
I can't wait to show you the video. We're going to have to go home. It was so windy today, we couldn't do any audio. So we're going to go home. We're going to compile all of the video that we shot today, and then we're going to narrate it.
Yeah, we're going to
put it together. So it may take us a little while to do it.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a audio over because, dude, it was... The forecast said 10 to 15 mile an hour winds, and I would say
we got some 40s today.
I mean, the gusts. There's some pretty funny clips of us just tripping all over the place.
And we were not in the kayaks.
Yeah, we were in the boat, man. It was wild, dude. So
yep. I torched my dang trolling motor batteries today.
Yeah.
Yeah, biggest one today was 8.3, and we caught about an 8 or 9 pound mudfish.
Dude, he was on fire today, man.
And you know what? The video is going to be about the details, because the results or everything was about what the details were, and I'm not going to try to explain it because I want to explain it in the video. But he was fishing almost the same thing I was, but I was messing around with him. I didn't tell him.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Gene was whooping my tail, okay, and it always happens where we're usually dead even, and we're usually catching back and forth, and I didn't pay attention to the little details today, and it got me walloped.
Yep, exactly.
Walloped.
And it was simple details.
Yeah, it was super simple stuff. I thought it was my hook set. I thought it was, I was using some new stuff that I wasn't real comfortable with, and he laid the smack down. So you'll see it on the video tomorrow.
Yeah, I destroyed 3 hooks today.
Oh man, it was you destroyed a Mustad flipping hook, dude. It's crazy. They're asking, hey, this is a bunch of questions coming in.
Yeah.
Best soft plastic for the Mojo rig.
Actually, I've tried the.
I've seen people are asking about brush hogs.
Yeah, brush hogs, little small ones, baby brush hogs.
Yeah.
I've done really well on the baby lizards, the Zoom baby lizards. Still the trick worm. I've tried the Biospawn plasma tail, but the plastic is too stiff. It's too. I haven't been able to get a good hook set because the plastic isn't soft enough. So I would switch back to the Zoom trick worm and get bit. The plasma tail is perfect for shaky heads and that kind of stuff. But that Mojo rig, for some reason, I cannot get a good hook set using that worm. So.
Yeah, so yes, trick worms.
Yeah.
Fluke, anything will work.
Yeah, anything small.
You guys there's a lot. I'm seeing a lot of comments coming in asking if different things will work.
A bass will hit a freaking number 2 pencil if it's got a hook on it. It's just one of those things. Just anything small this time of year with very little action. Actually, no, the lizard has a lot of action, but you're just dragging it across the grass. So yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah. So all right, let's see.
Don't get too caught up in those details. If they're gonna eat it, they'll eat anything.
Favorite power fishing baits?
Square bills.
Square bill. I would say for me, it's got to be either the lipless crankbait or the chatterbait bladed swim jig.
Yeah.
So, someone keeps asking if I fish Massachusetts and go Patriots. Definitely go Patriots, but I have not fished Massachusetts. So,
yep.
Anyway, let's see. Give Gene a wet willy. I don't want to get punched in the face. I don't want to get that is.
So, true story. My wife might shoot me because of this. We've been married for maybe a week. Holy cow, that guy must be going 100 miles an hour.
He is moving.
Anyway, we've been married for maybe a week, and I woke up in the morning, and she was on the couch in the living room. And I walked in there, and I was like, what are you doing in here? And she says, I went to bed last night and tried to give you a wet willy to wake you up, and you woke up and cussed me out. And I don't cuss, so I don't remember any of it. And so she went in and slept on the couch.
That's funny.
It is.
That is funny. All right, let's see. What is this Walmart challenge?
It's where you go in and you have a set amount of dollars to go buy tackle at Walmart. You buy a rod, a reel, and then some tackle, and then we try it. And then we compete. We're thinking of some challenges, but it's not going to be a copycat challenge. So,
favorite whopper plopper pattern is either the bone or the blackbird.
Yeah, I like the monkey butt is my favorite color.
Someone asked how to create a successful YouTube channel. Any suggestions?
Start.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is not say I'm about to start. Start, and it'll just start making videos. Get good at making videos and editing and everything else, and it will flow. But you can't. I mean, the longer you wait, the longer it's going to take you to do it. Of course.
Someone's spamming, asking about the truck. It's a Toyota Tundra, 5.7 liter.
It's a 2015 Toyota Tundra. I bought it with 9,000 miles on it, and I needed something that would tow my boat and all my kayaks and everything else. My old Tundra was having trouble pulling itself, so it was time to get another one. I've been driving piece of junk cars my whole marriage, and it was my turn to get a decent one. So
for the people saying that this isn't safe, I'm holding the phone. I'm reading the comments.
And
to
I'm
Gene.
driving.
Gene is driving, and so
it's just like talking to somebody in the passenger
this
seat.
is not going to be the end of Fluke and Ryan. So
I got it on cruise control, so I don't get a ticket.
what's better, a kayak or a bass boat? Man, it really is. They're tools. It's just like baits.
A kayak is perfect for getting your butt off the bank. You know, if you're stuck on the bank and you want to get out in the water, go get a kayak. It's not going to break your bank. It's not going to, you'll be able to afford to do it. Rig it up the way you want it. Go out and catch big fish.
All right. Any tips on getting spinnerbait better? My tip for you is to take a double willow blade spinnerbait when it warms up a little bit, and find some grass or some submerged cover, trees down in the water, and wake the spinnerbait. And what that means is reel that spinnerbait pretty fast just under the surface, and
without breaking the surface with the blades.
Yeah, you just want it'll actually push a little wake up on the surface, a little bulge, and they will come out and flat crack that thing, son. I mean,
that's his favorite way to do it.
Oh my gosh, dude, I've caught and you can cover a lot of water. So a lot of times if I pull in on a deep clear lake, I'll put on a white spinnerbait or a spinnerbait with a clear skirt and a silver blade, and I'll burn that sucker, dude, and just cover water, and they'll come up and melee that thing. So when it warms up in your area, definitely try that. If the water's a little dirtier, pick up, use a bigger blade, and so it pushes a little more water, and that's something you can add to your arsenal that will definitely catch you some more fish. I've whacked them doing that. Gene,
my favorite way is a nice steady retrieve with the bait just out of sight when it's just deep enough to where you don't see it, and I'll pop my rod while I'm reeling. So I'll reel a little bit really slow, one steady retrieve, but I'll be popping my rod to get those blades to flare out and the skirt to flare out. That's my favorite way to do it.
And I'm seeing some comments about some pond baits. This is going to be answered very soon, guys.
Yeah.
We are filming bank fishing videos, and they're going to be out very soon. We just want to make sure we didn't create a channel and then leave y'all hanging. So the bank fishing video stuff and the pond stuff is all coming.
What's your favorite
very soon.
Pond bait?
Favorite pond bait? Ooh, that's a tough one, man. A favorite for year round? I would say they don't make it anymore. It's a small spinnerbait called the Terminator Tiny T.
Yeah.
But there is a good...
Strike King makes that little tiny...
Yeah,
spinnerbait.
Strike King makes a small one. The one I've replaced the Tiny T with, because I only have one left. I can't find them anywhere. If any of you guys have a Terminator Tiny T, let me know. I will get it from you. I will do whatever it takes to get those from you. But
somebody better give a love offering, man.
Yeah. The Booyah Pond Magic for all around pond fishing is pretty killer. And then a man's -1 or
-1 little weight bait.
Yeah. The man's -1, the baby -1.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's see. Sup, bro? Bryce Stan, sup, bro?
Hey, Bryce.
Let's see. Yeah, Tiny T is an awesome spinnerbait. People keep wanting to know our biggest fish. We get this every video.
Well, it's normal, yeah. So our biggest fish, his is 14 and some change. What is it?
14 pounds, 7 ounces.
7 ounces. He caught it from the bank, and mine is 10 pounds, 12 ounces. I caught it from a kayak.
Gene's beard is sexy. Mine's coming in a little bit. Gene's got 20 years on me, so
mine comes in pretty quick.
I gotta,
He's still a little patchy.
I'm still a little patchy. It's dark on the sides. The front's still a little blonde, so
Chad Hoover no longer has a beard.
Chad Hoover looks like the guy from Step Brothers. John C. Reilly without a beard. Freaking crazy, dude. It's hysterical. He shaved it off last night, and I had him quote me Step Brother quotes. It was hysterical. So, God. Someone has 10 Tiny T spinnerbaits. Bro, go on Instagram and find me. It's Lyan_Ram81, LYAN_RAMB81. It's my first and last name, Ryan Lamb, flipped around. So LYAN_RAMB81. That's on Instagram. Direct message me.
You just made his
Hey,
day.
I'll send you, let me tell you something. You send me those, I'll send you something worth well more than that. I'll send you a care package that will hook you up, bro. So anyway, all right. Let's see. Best bait for extreme heat, 115 plus. I don't know where you're fishing, where it's 115 degrees, but 115 degrees.
There's no water left, and they kind of evaporate.
Yeah, let's see. If I was
had that one tournament when you were in high school.
Yeah, okay, so I was fishing. Gene was my boater for a high school tournament, and we had temperatures. It had to be 106, 107 degrees, and the way we found them to where we were catching it consistently, and it was brutal. It was brutal, but I was making 15 to 20 minute long casts with a 5/16 ounce finesse jig, just with the skirt that comes up above the head with a pack of chunk, and I was just creeping it on the bottom. I mean, moving it an inch at a time, letting it sit for a minute, and then even Gene was like, "Bro, you're killing me here." And but every once in a while, those fish would pick it up, and so I would say best tactic if it's 115 degrees outside is to drag a jig near the creek channel, slow.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, close to the current, because that's what's stirring up the air, the oxygen.
All right, let's see. The water temperature today was
67.
67.
We're in North Florida.
Oh, these things are coming in so fast.
Yep. You can pull them down to stop them.
Okay. When you say finding fish in heavily covered lakes, what do you mean?
Yeah, or is it pressured lakes?
Someone has asked any regrets about quitting your full-time job for YouTube.
Okay, that wins the dumb question of the night, but it was a good question. I'm not ragging on you. But no regrets at all. I did that for 19 years. I never hated my job of shooting x-rays, never hated it. But it was time, and I really do enjoy making instructional videos. It's the last 5 months have been really tough for me because I got stupid and tried to chase somebody else's dream. I just want to do what I love, and so I don't care how fast I grow. All I care about is teaching as many people as I can how to do what I love to do. So I'm happy about it.
So let's see. Someone asked if Chickamauga is hot or not. Hot.
Yeah, he caught an 8 and some change, maybe a 9. We're gonna put a different scale. My scale busted. Put a scale on the boat this next week. We're gonna be at Chickamauga all this next week, I think. So.
Lane, we're going to be fishing. Someone had asked earlier about the MTV Slam, and then someone just asked if we're fishing the Etowah. Someone asked if we're fishing the Etowah. We're actually going to be fishing the MTV Slam. We're hoping we can do a head-to-head on the Etowah doing the MTV Slam. So we're going to do a.
But we might do it on Chickamauga too.
Yeah, we might do it on Chick too. So anyway, yeah, we're bouncing all around here. Sorry about the moving camera. Aluminum or glass.
I'll tell you why I have an aluminum boat and why I probably will never have a glass boat. It's cost per day. I can afford a boat payment. When you buy a boat, you can finance it for thousands of years. It seems like a long time anyway, to where it keeps it that cost down. But what gets you is the daily cost. X number of dollars for gas, for if it's a 2-stroke engine, for a 2-stroke oil, it can get super expensive. And I went from I borrowed a glass boat for a few weeks. I was spending $80 to $90 a day to go fishing. I went to my aluminum boat that had a 90 horse 2-stroke. It was $40 a day. And
I see you, Trace Day. All right, just let you know.
We'll get you. And my 115 4-stroke is between $15 and $20 a day. So that's the difference. And I'm on the water 225 days a year. That adds up over time. So very
Save
important.
a lot of money.
Yeah, and it's easy to tow, especially with an aluminum trailer.
what area of Chickamauga do we fish?
I don't know. We're gonna be all over it
Yeah.
this next week.
What do you mean when you said the female bass are in their staging areas? Gene?
They're just off of the spawning flats. Those protected higher water temperature areas up in the northwest part of the pockets or the creeks. They're just out from that, or they're moving up onto these little on these little points that are leading back to that area. So it's just they're staging to move up to spawn, so they're out in that deeper water.
Favorite pre-spawn tactics? We actually just did a video.
Yeah, the best
on
spot.
this.
The late winter baits are my pre-spawn baits. We have our top 5 is what we did.
So go check out that video. I can't link it to you right now. But someone just put one of those baits is the suspending jerkbait, and someone keeps asking favorite line for a suspending jerkbait. I think we both agree on this one. I'm going to go ahead and say 10-pound Seagar, a Braze X fluorocarbon.
Fluorocarbon, yeah. 10 or 12, depending on how deep I want it to go. But it definitely fluorocarbon. It helps keep that bait down a little bit.
I'm a big believer that the lighter the line, a little bit you get better, more natural action out of your bait. So I go as light as I can. It's kind of against the grain. Trace Day, I see you, man. Once we're done with this, I can take care of you, dude. So anyway, I go as light as I can, and that's always been something that I've done that's a little different. I try to be a little different than other people. And Gene has also done fishing that he's fished that way too. And so anyway, we've had some success, lighting down that line, and so let's see. Gene, have you ever fished for bluefin tuna?
No.
No, I haven't either.
I've eaten a lot of them, but never fished for one.
Someone just asked your favorite copolymer line. I think I know that answer.
It's going to be Izerline XXX Super Copolymer.
Guys, check out Izerline. Not sponsored by them. No.
Yeah,
no
they don't have an
affiliation with them.
advertising budget. You don't ever hear about them except from word of mouth.
They are hands down the freaking best. It's like the best line on a budget.
Yeah.
It's
you can get enough for a couple of years for like 14,
so
15
good.
bucks.
It's Izerline. I-Z-O-R line. Izerline.
Yeah, all one word.
All right. Length for a fluorocarbon leader: 10 feet, 8 feet.
3/4 the length of your rod. It would be a good one to start with. I usually do the full length of my rod because I retie a lot. So.
Classic. Someone's asking me to be at the Classic.
I'm gonna have a booth at the Classic, as a matter of fact. My Fishing Shirt of the Month Club company that I own is gonna have a pretty good sized booth. We're gonna be selling shirts there and having a whole lot of fun.
When is the last time we used live bait for bass? For me, it has been since Craig Sears took me out for hybrid bass, and we ended up catching some big largemouth on Black Shoals.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 2007, so it's been a decade for me, Gene.
About 22 years.
So 32 years combined has been since we've used live bait for bass, but my gosh, does it work well. So, what is a good spinning rod combo? This guy has asked 1,000,000 times in all capital letters. So
what is a good spinning rod combo? I'm gonna give you I use a spinning rod for finesse techniques. Light line, 6, 8, 10-pound test. I use a size 3000 spinning reel, a Creed GT now that 13's come out with the Creed GT, but a size 3000 spinning reel with a 7-foot to 7'3" medium light action spinning rod. If I'm working under my trolling motor, which I know a lot of you guys don't, because I do a lot of deep drop shotting, and if I'm working under my trolling motor, I go to a 6'6" or even a 6'2" medium light.
And sorry guys about the lag. We are driving in South Georgia right now, and there is nothing around us, and we actually have
nothing but banjos.
Yeah, we got the best service actually right here. This is why we decided to do this. But what's coming up next is a lot worse service.
Yeah,
so we got about 10 more minutes, and that's about it.
And we lose signal for like 12 minutes.
Yeah. All right, let's
boring
see.
drive. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, Trey. I didn't mean to read your comment while I'm driving. There's no cars anywhere around me.
Someone's going to the Etowah tomorrow.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Asking for some suggestions.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've been in it once, and it was several months ago.
I've fished the Etowah quite a bit. I would say have a small spinnerbait tied on and have a what's it called? Strike King Bitsy Bug jig with a Zoom tiny chunk trailer has always killed it for me in there. I almost broke the state record red-eye bass on accident. I didn't even know. I caught this fish, went home and put it online when I was going to college at Kennesaw, and people were like, "Dude, what did that thing weigh?" And I was like, it was just over 5 pounds, and they were like, "Oh my God, like you almost broke the state record." So anyway, I had no idea it was even a red-eye bass. So but I've fished it a lot. It's good. It's a good. There's someone here that's saying that they can help you out with the Etowah. PM them. So whoever asked that question, PM that person, and they can help you. And I'll be PMing you because I haven't been out there in a little bit, and I need to be Gene in this in this thing. Oh, thanks for calling me a fag. I appreciate that. That's sweet.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Somebody asked something about what makes a great or good bait caster.
Okay.
I kind of scanned over there and saw it. What makes a good bait caster is basically what I've learned with bait casters is you almost get what you pay for until you reach about $200. Anything over $200 is a lot of bells and whistles you don't really need. At least 5 ball bearings with 1 anti-reverse bearing is the minimum, because there's certain places on a bait caster that need to have bearings to make a good smooth cast. You don't need bearings in the handle. You don't need bearings on the worm gear. It's nice because it makes a smoother retrieve, but you need bearings to make a good long and accurate cast. So a lot of these companies are going with really, really cheap bearings and cheap drag washers to keep their price below $100. I'd say you're taking a huge risk if you're going to plan on fishing a lot with a bait caster that's under $100. So keep your cost between, say, $115, $110, and $200, and you're going to get a good bait caster. And yes, I know Luz makes one for $100, but I destroyed one about 3 years ago in less than 2 weeks.
A lot of plastic parts. I'm seeing someone post. Dude, I don't even remember now. My brain. We're so tired, guys.
Yeah.
It's been.
Sorry.
We fished. It was tough, dude. So we got our butts whipped down the water.
Yeah.
But we put the whooping on the fish too.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you again. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that little bell next to it so you get an alert on your phone when we load a video. We hope to be able to load one at least every other day.
The question. I'm sorry. The question was: is 6'9" a good enough rod for drop shot? Yes, dude.
Yeah.
You can. I mean,
really, medium light action rod. The shorter the rod, if you get like a medium and you shorten the rod, it tends to get a little bit stiff. So
yeah, don't worry about the
length,
the rod length, man. I mean, it has more to do with the rod power and action. But just get out there and fish the drop shot first off. I mean, that's the biggest key is not, don't not fish it because you don't think you have the right rod for it. So,
yeah.
What is your favorite bass lake, Gene?
My favorite bass lake is Lake Wilson on the Tennessee River over in Alabama.
Mine is nobody's really gonna know this. Maybe there's a few guys. Comment if you know it. It's Black Shoals Reservoir, also known as Randy Pointer Lake. It's in Covington, Georgia. Conyers, Georgia, and it is it's the lake I grew up on, and I haven't been out there in a couple weeks, a couple years. Gosh, and but I miss it. So, all right, let's see.
We're gonna do this for about 2 more minutes, guys.
Best rod for a lipless crankbait.
A medium moderate action rod with a little bit, medium moderate action rod with a 6 to 1 or 7 3 to 1 gear ratio reel.
Someone's home lake is Wilson, so they're asking why you like it so much.
Is it
because Wilson loves you?
Well, Wilson has always loved me. You know, it's one of those things. I love to fish bluff walls. I love to fish pockets and big points, and it's got all the offshore structure that I love to fish. So, just always has worked really well with me.
When did you start fishing, Gene?
I don't remember. I was too young.
Same for me. I started bass fishing when I was, I think, 12. So it's been 15 years. So,
yep.
Guys, don't post people's phone numbers on there, man.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah, they're trying to post AP's number on there. That's not cool, dude.
It's probably not even his.
Yeah, that's not.
AP, if you're on there, love you, bro.
Yeah. Someone keeps asking about all-purpose line. 15-pound, 14-pound.
Copolymer.
I'm gonna say Trilene Big Game.
Yeah, Trilene Big Game's a good all-purpose line.
So,
I mean, if you're looking for something all-purpose, I don't know if there is such a thing.
do we plan on going smallmouth fishing?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. This whole drive I've been bugging Gene, dude. When are we gonna go?
Yeah, we need to go here soon.
I've been dying to go catch some smallmouth. I've only caught 3 smallmouth my whole life, and 2 of them were on the Susquehanna River, fishing from in downtown Harrisburg. Just fishing off there were these like concrete walkways, I was throwing a little tube up against a bridge, caught 2 there, and then I caught 1 in the Chattahoochee River. So I'm really looking forward to catching some big smallmouth. Fiending bad. Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna take
one more question.
3.
All right,
we're gonna do 3. Okay. Best line for deep crankbaits. That's a good one. That's a good question.
You know, I used to fish 10-pound test fluorocarbon. I bumped it up to 12-pound and have really started doing a lot better with my hookups because the hooks are so big anyway. So I use a fluorocarbon line. Right now I've got a Seaguar Brazex and cast an Absolute Country Mile with a nice, long rod, 7'9". And your deep diving crankbaits tend to have a lot of drag to them. So I'll go with a low gear ratio like a 5:3 to 1 or 6:6 to or 6:1 to 1.
Okay, so I've found the last 2 questions. The first one is actually a pretty good question. What is the difference between fluorocarbon and fluorocarbon coated copolymer? So, fluorocarbon is true fluorocarbon refracts light at just about the same as water, so it's almost invisible. Seaguar found out that it was in their testing that it was 7.4.
Yeah.
7.4 pounds and under, they believe is actually completely invisible to bass, and then when it gets above that, it's slightly visible.
Yeah.
When they coat copolymer, and also true fluorocarbon has a lot less stretch. A lot of people like to say it has no stretch. That's not true at all. There's plenty of stretch to it, but it's not nearly as much stretch as monofilament. So what they do is copolymer it's kind of that happy medium in stretching between fluorocarbon and monofilament, and it floats. So what they do is they coat copolymer in fluorocarbon so that it sinks. So
they coat monofilament.
I'm sorry.
With fluorocarbon. Yeah. And that creates a copolymer.
And then we'll end it with a fun question. Someone said the best burger on the road. I think Cookout wins hands down. Yeah. So best burger on the road, Cookout. We try not to eat it too much. Gene's losing a lot of weight. I need to probably lose a couple pounds myself. So anyway,
the Cookout style too. I love the slaw and the chili.
Yeah,
so
Cookout.
I can't eat it anymore.
Dude, it's so cheap. You get so much food for the money. It's great. Yeah. So, but we try to keep it special by not eating it too much. Now they're building them in Georgia everywhere, so it's like everywhere you go, there's a freaking Cookout. It used to be when we would go and guide in North Carolina, that would be the only place where we could get Cookouts, so it was special. Now they're everywhere, and it's really hard not to eat all the time. Yeah. So. Anyway, but
we're gonna try to have a video up tomorrow afternoon. Depends on how well this goes. We will.
Yeah,
it'll be a video. We're hoping to get the one we filmed today up tomorrow. If not, we'll do it next week.
But the video, for those that kind of joined in after we started. We fished down in Florida today. It was windy as all get out. It was one of the windiest days I've ever had on the water. It was nuts, dude. The footage is hysterical because there's literally there's times where we're having trouble standing up on the boat. I mean, there were gusts 40, 50 miles an hour. It was wild.
You'll see.
So we're going to do a video on that. We're going to put together, we're not going to get home till about 1:30 tonight. We're going to sleep in, get a little rest. We're whooped.
Yes,
and,
we fished with Randy Howell.
Yeah, we fished with Randy Howell. He caught him good. He caught him good today too. His kids caught some. Iserline and smoke, by the way. But anyway, we're going to edit the video tomorrow morning. We're going to get a little rest, and we'll have it up tomorrow.
When it just depends.
Yeah, when y'all are getting home from work, it'll be there.
If it's not up by 8 o'clock at night, it's not going to be up.
So anyway, thank you guys for joining in. Fluke, I'm going to let you, Gene, I'm going to let you do your outro.
My little outro thing.
I just want to say thank you guys, though, from Ryan. We're going to have like I said, we're going to have this bank fishing video going very soon, this channel. The channel is going to be called Our Landfish. And so we'll make a video when that releases, sending you over to that channel with some content that we've already recorded and some new stuff that we're going to have. But everyone have a good night from my side. And Gene, take it away.
All right, guys. Well, like I always say, be sure to introduce somebody to fishing. Introduce them to my channel. Let me help you teach them how to fish. More importantly, get out on the water, go out and catch some fish. Have a great day. We'll see you.
See you guys.